This week on Twitter Corner, we're going to go through some of the reactions on this tweet. So let's see what this little cherub had to say. Thanks to Kind of Funny Vids for having me on the podcast. And a huge thank you to the Xbox community that have been so supportive of all our work, making last quarter one of our biggest yet. Listening and learning from our players and creators is essential to how we run our business. Consider this is nothing new with Xbox. Stop listening to players and creators maybe. Dear Phil Spencer, thank you for your contributions to the gaming industry. Your influence has greatly impacted the lives of many gamers. I love Xbox brand. I love my Xbox Series X. I believe in Xbox's future. You put yourself out there, and that can't be appreciated enough. It's as simple as that. It was a great interview. Thanks for being transparent and honest. We need to see more of that in our industry. But what did he actually answer? You hardly ever see corporate leaders willing to do interviews and take the heat. I respect your openness in answering questions. But what did he actually answer? Phil, you need to step down and let someone else take over. Thank you, Phil. Love heart. Just thank you. I like Xbox. Thanks for being honest, and holding yourself accountable is a lesson learned from here on out. Looking forward to the Xbox Game Showcase, June 11. Also hope to see more gameplay, no CGI.
Like, we have to be transparent about what we're showing, that what we're showing is representative of what our console customer, our most committed customer to our brand, financially committed, what they're going to see, what they're going to play, and that transparency just has to get better.
Keep your chin up, Phil. You kept the Xbox brand alive and clearly are very passionate about gaming. Let's just make sure everything shown in the showcase is running on the Series X, and you get some leaders in to check quality. Yeah, that's a nice way of saying it's time to make changes to your team, Phil. You're the man, Phil. Good show, mate. Good show. Phil, at some point we all have to take a step back and ignore the noise of the doom and gloom around here. Xbox is where it's at because of you, and the team's working hard. You should be extremely proud of the work you've accomplished, from one Xbox gamer to another. Thank you. Redfall was a huge misstep. Microsoft needs to actually care for the games they have partnered. Redfall could have been a better game. If Bethesda decided just to crap it out because they wanted to put the budget into something else, that's a problem. Microsoft needs to step in then. Well, it's Microsoft that decides when the game actually gets released, and at what price. Nice to hear tough questions and humble answers. Didn't answer about the dozen third-party games, particularly JRPGs that skip Xbox. Didn't answer about physical games not being on Xbox, even first-party games. Flat out said Xbox will always be third place. Great interview.
We're not in the business of out-consoling Sony or out-consoling Nintendo. There isn't really a great solution or win for us. And I know that will upset a ton of people, but it's just the truth of the matter is that when you're third place in the console marketplace and the top two players are as strong as they are and have, in certain cases, very discrete focus on doing deals and other things that will that kind of make being Xbox hard for us as a team. That's on us, not on anybody else. Our vision is that everybody who's on console has to feel like they have a great experience and they're a first-class citizen. They've invested a ton in our platform. But we are not in a position, and I see it out there, I see commentary that if you just build great games, everything would turn around. It's just not true that if we go off and build great games, all of a sudden you're going to see console share shift in some dramatic way. We lost the worst generation to lose in the Xbox One generation, where everybody built their digital library of games.
You need to resign. There, I said it. I said what everyone's thinking, but it's too afraid to admit. I say publicly Phil Spencer needs to resign. I strongly disagree with your defeatist thinking. Great games does attract players to your platform. Admitting you can't catch up with the competitors doesn't sit well with your brand. Makes us question why you're still in the gaming industry. Phil, we admire you, but please, it saddens me to hear you don't think Xbox could become number one. Nintendo could do it after the Wii U, so can Xbox. But you need to understand what gamers want. Oh, we don't mention Nintendo. Good interview, and thanks for taking an interview at a time like this. Nothing but respect, Phil. I do believe, however, that blockbuster exclusives can turn the success of a platform around. At least get people into the ecosystem, or maybe win them over eventually. All the best. Quality control over everything. You need to be in the Bethesda building every day, because Starfield cannot be a miss, and who knows, if Xbox can nail this, maybe some PS5 owners also buy an Xbox.
There is no world where Starfield's an 11 out of 10 and people start selling their PS5s. That's not going to happen.
Phil, apologies if I got the wrong message, but great games must be the number one priority for any console. Otherwise, these two would still be a thing. Yeah, but they're not prioritising the console, although they do appreciate us financially. Thanks for taking the interview, but great AAA first-party exclusive games can turn around the reputation of a platform. It's always about the games in the gaming industry. If Xbox makes great first-party AAA games, people will come and buy Xbox or PC. History proves it. You know why Xbox is becoming a laughingstock by the day? Because you don't think making great games equals a shake-up in the market share. Sure, you may not win the console wars, but making great games will mean people buying the console to play them. Phil, you said if Starfield is good, it won't change people's minds. Make good games and people will come. No one wants an Xbox because there's no reason to get one, especially if you own a PC. For the love of God, don't release Starfield at 30 frames per second.
60 frames, 30 frames. Should Xbox players expect a clear message this summer with Starfield with 30 and 60 frames? That's a big lesson learned, as you brought up. Should we expect that answer as clear as day?
Yeah.
Okay.
This is why the Xbox community has faith in you and Xbox at all. You own this moment. And I believe you'll bounce back in a big way. Can't wait to see what's next. We'll play them as well.
This is my moment. This is my perfect moment with you.
You needed to hear from players before you realised Redfall was in a bad state. Yeah, you would have thought the year delay would have given a clue. Appreciate you fronting up again and taking questions, but still does not explain how Redfall made it onto Game Pass. I got a refund for Cyberpunk being awful, and really should be getting one for Redfall. Whoever is doing your terrible reviews needs to find a new career. Thanks, Phil, for being so transparent and open about what has been a very tough few weeks. Please make sure this is the last Xbox game that comes out unfinished. Tell Bethesda people to release games when it's good, and treat Xbox players like their own. Manage your studios and projects better. That's all we ask. We always want the best for the platform. With your honesty and accountability is what I personally needed today during an issue with work. Your words inspired me to voice my concerns and vision to the company.
This is my perfect moment with you. With you.
While your honesty is appreciated, words are only one thing. Actions speak louder. I witnessed the heights of Xbox greatness, and I see where it is now. It's just sad. Don't get complacent. Millions of fans know what this company is capable of. It's time for you to show them. More hands-on with the developers. Look at how Sony sends guys out to their developers, and they'll give brutally honest opinions. Things outside the box, Xbox. Why Redfall will release Game Pass only as an open beta, asking for feedback from players. Oh yeah, that's great, so we should all sub to be open beta testers. Nothing ever changes though. It's just all promises that are never fulfilled. If you really learn, I hope to see Hi-Fi Rush and Ghostwire in physical format soon. It makes no sense not to release two great games on physical. Only then can be Xbox be said to give gamers choice. And remember, invest more in your own studios like The Initiative. Well, if Xbox don't have faith in their own physical games selling on console, it's no wonder third-party developers don't. Thanks, King, you're amazing. Yeah, if you can't pick up a telephone, and it's something says they, get hacked. I need to wanna do nothing about it. You say it's their son that did it instead of actually looking at it. The problem, well you know, he's served. To work I had a hacker on my Xbox One for probably like 2. What the hell are you going on about? Hi, thank you for your hard work for the brand. I hope the last hard times don't have a bad effect on you. You're a cool guy. Don't worry about the negative reviews. The most important thing is that there's something to play. And I see every day that there's something to play. Well yeah, don't worry about the quality of content, just as long as there's something to play. You should probably look into the ongoing issue of Xbox games being cyberbullied on social media. Just saying. say too much, Brian. Damn, Phil. I've been with Xbox since the OG, and always preferred Xbox over PlayStation. But just like you, I've now lost faith in Xbox game studios, and sadly walking to PlayStation. It's an honour to have such a person as Phil at top level position. Respect is all I can say. Keep up the good work. Phil, it can be frustrating. The whole point is to learn from mistakes that are made, so you can ship great games. It doesn't feel like you've learned anything from the Xbox One era. It feels more like you're preferring PC over the Xbox, and gradually abandoning the Xbox. At least I did after over 15 years. Goodbye, Xbox. Crying emoji. Good luck, man. I'm a PlayStation fan, but seriously, I wish you all the best. And that's where we'll leave it this week. This has been Twittery Corner.